Welcome to Book for Dummies, podcast that aims to present an audio refresh to make APMP bid and proposal best practices accessible for everyone. In today's episode, we'll cover the essential elements of proposal content plans, including outlines, style guides, project style sheets, and mock-ups, as well as the importance of incorporating win themes and using appropriate tools. We'll also discuss the process of summarizing main points, describing the solution, and writing a letter of transmittal in a proposal, as well as the significance of reviewing, editing, scheduling reviews, involving reviewers, and tips for revising and proofreading proposal drafts. When it comes to collaborative writing, having a content plan is key. And when it comes to proposals, no document is more collaborative. Having a proposal content plan helps writers gather and organize their thoughts before they even start writing. It gives them a clear view of the entire proposal, making it easier to understand how their individual parts fit into the bigger picture. A good content plan captures proposal strategies and guides writers on where and how to include important themes and strategy messages. There are a few standard elements that should be included in a proposal content plan. First, there should be a topical or annotated outline, which serves as the structure for the proposal. For proactive proposals, it's a good idea to build a reusable schema that can be used for every proposal of a similar type. A business or external style guide is also important, as it provides guidelines for the writing style, format, tone, and usage. If there isn't an internal style guide, external style standards, like the Chicago Manual of Style or the Associated Press Style Book, can be used. A project style sheet allows the proposal writer to control the style and tone of the document. It's a good idea to review the Request for Proposal, RFP, or any customer notes to identify specific words or usages that should be included in the proposal. This helps to show that you understand the customer's needs and preferences. Finally, page or module mock-ups are helpful in giving writers a template for their content and showing them where to include theme statements, visuals, headings, and other layout elements. It's important to require writers to complete content plans for their sections and challenge them to identify the key message that should be conveyed. Including win themes in the content plans is also important. Make sure to choose content planning tools that are familiar to the organization and fit the characteristics and time frame of the proposal. Mock-ups are an effective way to visualize the finished proposal page by page. They not only provide design information, but also layout constraints. For hard copy proposals, mock-ups can help improve the printing process by allowing the printer to establish timelines and plan accordingly. They also help with anticipating special page requirements like foldouts or oversized attachments. Style sheets are another important aspect of the proposal writing process. They ensure consistency in style, grammar, terminology, and mechanics. Style sheets can save time and effort by reminding writers of specific issues that need to be addressed. Design style sheets can also be developed to control the overall look and feel of the proposal. When creating a proposal template, it's crucial to ensure that it is compliant with customer guidelines and corporate branding or style guidelines. Consistency is also important, as changes in visual elements can suggest a change in meaning. Additionally, the template needs to be comprehensive, prescribing everything from body and heading type to graphics resolution and size. A proposal is essentially an argument, presenting a preferred approach to solving a problem and citing reasons for choosing it over other solutions. Logical arguments accept that there can be multiple paths to success, but a persuasive technique is to acknowledge those other solutions and explain why they were not chosen. This critical thinking exercise can help in creating compelling win themes and effectively ghosting the competition. whereas a compliance matrix is a useful tool that helps assess whether a proposal meets the customer's specifications. It lists specific customer requirements and indicates whether the proposal complies fully, partially, or not at all. This tool can help determine the validity of a solution before it is proposed and allows the customer to quickly assess the level of compliance and responsiveness to their needs. All right, let's dive into the writing process for your proposal. It's time to put your ideas into words and create the actual content. You have 3 main elements to focus on: summaries, solution, and transmittal. First, let's talk about summaries. Think of these as condensed versions of your proposal. They need to be distributed throughout your document to ensure they have maximum impact. Summaries serve 3 important purposes: expressing win themes, giving readers an overview of the content structure, and highlighting key takeaways. Now, let's move on to describing your solution. If you're the sole proposal writer, you'll need to gather information from subject matter experts. This can be a challenging task because experts often forget what it's like to not know their field inside out. Sit down with them, ask questions, and seek explanations when needed. Remember to be humble and grateful for their expertise. You can also refer to prior proposals and internal documentation to gather relevant information. However, be cautious of using copied content or copyrighted material without permission. Lastly, don't forget to write a letter of transmittal, also known as a cover letter. This letter serves multiple purposes. It shows courtesy, helps deliver your proposal to the right person, sets the tone, and gives you another opportunity to sell your value. Make sure to include your business letterhead or use the standard block style. State the purpose of the letter and differentiate yourself from other bidders by using a quote or mentioning an industry issue that your solution addresses. Summarize your solution, offer, and win theme, and if your pricing message is strong, include it as well. Close the letter by proposing a next step and providing contact information. Good luck with your proposal writing! When it comes to creating a proposal, the most important step is reviewing and editing it. As the writer or contributor of the proposal, you're too close to the work to review it objectively. That's why it's essential to get a fresh perspective from experts who haven't been involved in the writing process. For complex proposals, the review process can take up a significant amount of time. There are different types of reviews you may need to schedule, such as solution or technical reviews, operational or methodology reviews, and end-to-end document reviews. Each review cycle can take anywhere from half a day to a week, depending on the size of the proposal and the availability of reviewers. It's important to determine the appropriate number of reviews and schedule participants as quickly as possible. Make sure the reviewers are fully committed to the process and able to focus without distractions. Even if it's just a peer helping you, separate them from their day jobs and ask for their honest feedback. Before the reviews begin, notify all contributors and leadership that there won't be any changes allowed to the proposal content after a certain date. This freeze ensures that the review draft is meaningful and valuable. Remember, everyone's proposals need to be reviewed and edited, even if you're a sole proprietor. Find someone you trust to review your work before handing it over to the customer. When it's time for the final review, ask reviewers to put themselves in the customer's shoes. They should thoroughly examine the proposal for compliance, effectiveness in expressing strategy, competitive positioning, and readiness for publication. Compile all the reviewer comments into one set of recommendations and debrief the reviewers as a team if possible. Assign the implementation of these recommendations to a core group of contributors, or do it yourself for smaller opportunities. Once that's done, complete a final edit of your proposal. If you can, hire a professional proposal editor for this step. If you're the sole proposal resource, it may fall upon you to do the editing yourself. Allow some time to set the document aside before doing the final edit to gain some objectivity. Use spelling and grammar checkers, and read backward to catch any subtle errors. When it comes to proofing, focus on the details rather than a major overhaul of the text. Divide the document into manageable sections and provide a checklist for proofers to follow. This checklist should include checking headers and footers, sequencing, graphics and illustrations, pricing tables, and the table of contents. Remember, proofing is about the minutiae, so pay attention to the small details to ensure a polished proposal. In this episode, we explored the essential elements of proposal content plans, including outlines, style guides, project style sheets, and mock-ups, as well as the importance of summarizing main points, transmittal letters, and the crucial role of reviewing and editing drafts. Thank you for joining us today on Book for Dummies, where we have explored an array of valuable insights and knowledge, and we can't wait to have you back with us for our next episode. Don't forget to subscribe.